So what's the difference between descriptive statistics and inferential statistics? Let's start with descriptive statistics. So the main focus of descriptive statistics is to summarize and display the data. Think of it as taking the 30,000-foot view of all of the data that you have. It can be useful, but as you can assume, it has some limitations. When you're in the airplane looking out the window, you can see the city below you, but you don't see everything. So some information can be lost when you're using descriptive statistics. When it's such large amounts of data that you're trying to put into just one quick little summary, you're not going to be able to show everything. So an example of descriptive statistics could be the average exam score of all the students in the class. So let's say half of you in this class get 100% on your exam, and the other half of you get zeros. The average exam score would be 50. So if I just look at that, I would be able to say, okay, well, obviously the students are struggling, but they're getting about half of it right. When in reality, if I dig deeper into the numbers, I can see half of the students are excelling and the other half are really, really struggling. Right? So descriptive statistics can be helpful, but can't be the be-all, end-all of making decisions. Now, inferential statistics, that's where stats can get fun. It allows us to make a claim about a population based on data from a sample. So a population is going to be the full group. So we can think of it as the population of the college. A sample would be if I just went around and asked questions from a group of students that I see walking around campus. If that sample is big enough, I can use that sample to make a claim about the population of the college itself. And that's inferential statistics. And so it's a lot easier to collect sample data than it is to collect data from the full population. If I only have to collect data from a select number of students, well, that's so much easier than if I was trying to get all of the students at the college to fill out a survey. Right? So it's easier for us to collect sample data and then use that sample data to infer a certain claim about the population. So an example, we could infer the age of all of the coyotes in the Sonoran Desert based on just a random sample of coyotes. Right? If we randomly select a group of coyotes out there in the desert and we know their ages, we follow them, we see their behaviors, we can then infer the average age of all of the coyotes in the Sonoran Desert. And that is inferential statistics.